Hey folks, it's Beardboi OG here, and welcome back to another episode of the Forever World. In the previous episode, we went all the way over there and built ourselves a little XP farm with a little build factory around it, which turned out to be really good actually. It performed better than I thought it would, and it's just going to get better as we update through the versions, which we're now officially in 1.1, which doesn't really change many things. But over there, the wheat will not break if we don't sneak on it. So if we are regularly standing, it will not break now. There's some different features. I feel like it's a little bit smoother as well. But today, we are going to be doing a little bit of a thing because I desperately need enchantments. As you can tell, the sword, the pickaxe, the axe, and the armor, this is my second set. And I don't even know what set of iron tools that is at this point. I've made so many, and with the XP farm we now have access to XP, which means we can finally make an enchanting table setup, and I have a wonderful idea for it. So right here close to the main area, this is basically the residential district area of the world of Spawn Town. And over here, leading into the desert and going through there, is going to be the industrial, which means it's going to be more shops and farms and all that stuff. And I kind of feel like I want to do a thing that capitalizes on the residential district as it leads in here. And I think I want to make an enchanting table bookstore. And I think a perfect spot for it would actually be here on this hill, because I want it to be something where the residents of the area can purchase very close to home, you know, almost like a library or a regular bookstore, but it also leads into the more shopping Main Street industrial district going down this way. And I think right here, if we do just a little bit of terraforming, maybe bring this out a little bit this way, I think this is a perfect spot to put one, as I think it just being a little bit high, that way people can actually see it. I think this will look really nice. But that does mean we need a lot of dirt to start off, because I do want to put this mainly on dirt to begin with. And I would like to kind of shave up to like around here and just bring it over and fill into here, which I'm also noticing it is snowing over here. Well, there we go. I actually spent the time to do some terraforming. I know, shocker. Coming from me? No way. No way. But I actually did do some terraforming here because I really thought it would look good here. And I think I did a good job of covering this over. And then if we go over here, it needs a little bit of work, especially here, because it doesn't look as natural as I would like. But I wanted to kind of keep this pond in this little section. Maybe we can do something with it down the road. But this is mainly where it's going to be, and my main vision is that it's going to be L-shaped. Now, I'm still deciding if we want to do an L-shape that way, or if we want to do an L-shape this way. I'm kind of leaning, because like I can take some of the sand out, it doesn't really matter. I'm somewhat leaning to doing it this way. I think that might look a little better, especially we can have like a little walk-up space heading to here, or we can do it from the side, or we can have both. Either way, I think this is going to look pretty good. So I'm going to tidy up a little bit, and then I'm going to go get some materials, because I'm going to need a little bit more wood as well. I need to get a lot of stone. So this will take me a sec.
One eternity later.
Okay, we have everything together, all the wood, bookshelves, enchanting table, and just a bunch of other stuff we need to start building. So I'm going to take this over there, and we're going to get started on the building aspect. Alrighty, we have the main outline here kind of situated. What we'll do is, as normal with my builds here, we're going to go one inward with some wooden planks down this way and this way for a little bit of extra texture, and then we'll figure out a roof design. And hopefully this looks good. My envision is that this is actually going to go up a level, so you're going to have to walk up into it. This section here is where we're going to put the enchanting setup, with like a little bookshop area here and a counter area here. So it is time for a time lapse. Okay, we have the exterior windows and basically most of the outside finished. Around we have this kind of grassy area going around the building, as well as this little staircase that goes up into the building and just goes completely around. And then we have my favorite part, is actually the roof design. Because you can't go and basically do this. You always will have that here in like this version of the game. On the corners, I basically cubed it up, and actually it gives a unique shape that I haven't really seen too many people use. I actually really like it. So from the outside, this actually looks really good. And as we head inside, we have ourselves the counter table. You know, the area where the cashier will go and get the orders done for the bookstore. Looks like we have a banned customer. Come here. No, you were told never to come back. Now we're gonna go and actually set this area up. So 1, 2, 3. I want to make sure we have this in the middle, and then 1, 2, 3. 30 levels. Let's throw that in here. No, it does not. So, well, actually, no, it does not. Okay, so we need to still throw this a little bit more. What about now? 13. Ah, there we go. Okay, so it is 30. It is 30. I'm not a fan that it's a kind of a tight squeeze to get around, but that's fine. I do need some more bookshelves, though, for the interior, because I do want to make a little bit of a good old interior. I actually absolutely love how this turned out. It looks really nice, and by far, I think it's the best build I have brought together in this world so far. And as we head on the inside here, you'll notice we got some stones and fence posts around to add a little bit of detail to help make it pop. And I think putting fence posts in the side of buildings actually looks really good. And then as you go up, there's a little bit of a stair going to here with a little bit of stone blocks just sitting there. As earlier, we have the cashier area. We have a little sitting and eating area. We have a miniature like aisle, so you could like shop or pick out books and pay for it here. As well as this is basically where they're made as well. Like, you could grab the books from here. You know, do that. Bam. Money for the library, even though this is a single player server, or not server, but world, but you know what I mean. And all of the stuff that we make that we don't end up using, I'll just probably put it here and then eventually double chest it somehow. And I can't wait for something like lanterns, that way we can replace these. I think this looks really cozy for what it is. And also on the floor, we alternated cobblestone and stone brick, and I think it turned out really awesome. So now, kind of just got to cycle. I'm going to do the best one, and I think all of this will disappear. No, it will not, actually. Okay. So now we finally have something on us, and it's protection 2. That's the first achievement. The first enchantment we've had this entire Let's Play. You can't really tell what it's going to be, but it gives us some time to go over there and just grind at the farm for a bit and just see what we can get. So I just got done grinding some XP down there, and we now are up to 35 levels. I'm excited to see what we can get. I want to enchant this diamond pickaxe and see what we can get on it. Also, I did go in between clips. I was kind of getting very annoyed with how ugly the factory on the inside was, so we created this. This was the spawning, like, you know, the AFK room. I don't know what it is anymore, because I found out it works better if I just stand right here. Yeah, so I have no clue what that's for. Plus, there's a lot of interior design stuff that I just haven't gotten to yet, but I think it looks really good on the inside now. Besides not having any specific details. I will head over to the enchanting setup, and we'll see what we can get on this guy before the episode's over. Okay, it's time to check and see what we get. Also, you don't need lapis in this version. That's kind of handy. We'll throw that in there and wait till we get a level 30 enchantment. Alrighty, we finally found a level 30, and that is actually really good, given the circumstance. Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 3, and Fortune 2. It's not Fortune 3, but that can be worked on. That's actually really good. Also, we have enchantments here as well. Protection 2 and projectile protection 3. I don't like that, but, you know, it's fine for now. But this is a huge moment. That's huge. That's a really good pickaxe. Okay, we're down here in the caves below the cobblestone mine just to see how well this is going to work. Or you might, like, look at that. That's going to be a life changer. Now, I know it's not going to mean anything for that guy there. Or that guy. But it's going to mine fast, which is also a really good thing. I'm so happy we have this pickaxe. It is such a good pickaxe. Well, that is going to do it for today's episode. We did a lot of progress. We built this guy, the Enchanting bookstore, and I really like how this has worked out. It looks really nice in here, and I can't wait to, like, spend some time. I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll just enchant books randomly when we have the levels, throw them in there when we need them. This will be a really cool, like, little time waster, but I really like it. It looks really good in here for 1.1 standards. As well as we did a little bit of work over there AFKing and getting the factory looking better. And if you enjoyed today's episode, consider subscribing because that helps the channel grow. Consider commenting down below what you thought of today's episode. If there's anything you think I should change or any kind of little updates that would help the process of not just the AFK farm but over here. And consider liking the episode because that lets YouTube know that you guys are enjoying the series. I've been Beardboi OG, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.